Okay, well, Sapper's just going to drop down into sight. That's certainly a play and a half. Nello from Kitchen does find one, but Sapper is in sight. Immediately traded back.
Elevator being punished for not clearing out that roam. The kit is currently still sitting on the ground floor inside of Kitchen. Mr. Punch trying to make his way into sight, but it's all for nothing.
Quite a strange round from Elevate, opting not to hard clear the roamers, trying to get away with something a bit cheeky on side. Sapper, what a huge pick for Eminem.
Oh no, and that really opens up a retake possibility for Eminem. Immediately, Neo is there to follow up Mr. Punch. He's coming around the corner. Can he go for the refrag? No, he cannot. Neo in attic.
Now, but Neo has found an advanced position. Is Mark going to check the corner? One bullet will be enough, and it's straight between the eyes. 2v3. And a possibility for Elevate, looking very good now. Current in the play position. Swinging from split, sprays on through. DCH makes it a 1v1, but there's no time to plant. And what's Mr. Punch going to be able to do? A retake position, but Tyrant, he's been shut down. As Elevate march towards this bomb site, Nello's done some good work. Clearing Freezer. It opens up the round, but uses too over-aggressive. But Solotov brings it back. Elevate now in a 2 versus 2, and it is going to be a none versus none. Surely not Solotov!
This is their chance for Elevate to make the execute full weight on the player, and attic and the bomb is going down.
Neo, he's got his crosshair in just the right place. He does enough damage to take down Mr. Punch. The plan is down, but it's all up to Mark, the planter. He makes it a 1v1. Is this man gonna do it all by himself?
There are no plays inside of attic, and they're holding footsie holes for the entry to Nello to take down Mr. Punch.
Mark has one flash. He's got to use it, but Mark is dead. Nello has taken him down. Nello! The triple kill. He is immovable.
And apparently so is Tyrant. They made Big Tower their stronghold, their fortress instead. Use this.
And Nello goes for the entry, walks through the goo mines. Onigiri takes him down. DCH and Mark also try their best, but Tyrant, he's found a quad. We've seen him clutch up in the 1v2 before, but this is such a tall order. No ace for Tyrant. It's a 1v1. Mark might not know it, but Neo's going to get this diffuser down. Solotov cold on the ground. Is Mr. Punch going to be able to land this shot? The flash, Solotov sees it himself. And Mr. Punch is now in a good position to win this. Then the other flash goes out, and once again, the Thinker may have saved him. Just on a sliver of health, Mr. Punch with the pistol, desperately looking, and he gets him by the end of it, a knife. Tyrant is pushing for the trade, but he doesn't make it work. It's desperation now for Eminem. Mr. Punch has gone left and right hook, and once again, this is why it's so disappointing they were unable to punish Mr. Punch earlier. Finally, it gets the job done, but I think that's DCH. Yeah, he's actually going to exercise a little bit of trigger discipline to make sure he confirms that kill. All on Nello jumping on through, but that's not going to work out. Elevate.
Oh no, it's Mark. This could be really terrifying for Eminem as they try and clear this. Oh no!
He doesn't manage to land enough shots to take down Nello, and now he's caught out. Does he drop the hash? Does he commit? Solotov with a wall bang. Perfect from Eminem.
If he tries to contest the breach, but he's actually going to contest the vertical. He's not giving this up.
Supper with the shotty, but Nello, he's worried about the vertical angles. He needs to deny the plant, and rounding off, it is Nello. A dominant performance from Eminem.
The drop from the elevator hatch. Oh, and rare.
No.
To collect the second.
Yep, he certainly cooked them up medium rare. Sapper baiting for some kills, but there you go. Finally, SDK. Lock it in there. Fantasy 1.5 times scope on the Roni. Looks to get aggressive into closet. Is he going to be able to take down the Nook player? Can he get out with his life even? Spraying through. Mark needs to lock him out.
Fantasy
Wow.
re-aggressing. Wow, what an incredible play into Trophy.
He's just sitting in here with the pistol. Oh my god, miracle to cover. Onigiri goes down. It has fallen to pieces, Mandy.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Got to trust in the process, but Miracle, he goes in for the peek. He's got to land this shot. A quick peek. Oh, and a nice shot as well. 3v2. Elevate actually have numbers advantage, but they've got to collapse. And Miracle is starting to pull something back in his way. DCH now 1v2 walking dead into the crossfire. Handy will lock it in.
Now Miracle left in the 1-on-3 situation.
Gets one, gets two.
Oh no!
Could this be the miracle that Furia needed? Here comes the concussion though. That's going to reveal to Onigiri that there's a player in this room, but is he going to check Pro next to the bed? STK can still do so much damage on Agiri, drops straight on his head. The refrag can't come out thanks to the keeper barrier, and STK is going to fall back.
Fantasy, he's too good. He'll take down Mark, and he'll take down the diffuser with it.
Oh, Fantasy again. He's living a dream. For Elevate, though, it is a nightmare. Mr. Punch can find one. Surely not. Back-to-back 1v3s in this game. It's Miracle and STK to hold on with Mr. Punch finding nothing. Furia. It's STK who walks straight into the site. He's good for one, gets the down onto Mr. Punch and immediately falls back. Rare's also jumped in, prone under the big window. What are we watching? It's up to Mark to clutch up. 1v3. We've seen it done by Furia, but Mark, he's going to have to earn the praise that we have given him. Rare to put Furia on match points. 20 seconds, Plant going down. DCH has got to deny. He's got to go for the swing. There's no choice. He can't find anything. It's all Sapper in the 1v5. We've seen some aces so far in the tournament, but this would surely not be it. Still 2 players to find, and not enough time to get on that diffuser. Furia! 7-1. They dominate Elevate.
Rexen goes down. There's a bit of support coming through from Yeti, I believe, but there's the Melusi caught out by Good Boy, ready and willing to spring. Now there's just a single player on the top. They're swinging onto Logistics from the opposite side of Good Boy. They're able to win out the fight there as Grixer finds MV Taylor at the same time. Even though they'd had the down on the top floor and Good Boy had just cemented a kill, they didn't do the rest of the work, and now it's just 10 seconds. And only one player left. Static caught out before he even entered, and
they want to be striking all at the exact same time. Make sure there is no chance to fight back, and especially Super dropping right now from a long angle on MV Taylor. It is going to be a 2-on-5 situation. Grixer looking to retake here on the Jacuzzi. Is going to be finding a lot of damage, but actually dies himself. Instead, Yeti stands up right behind the desk, finds one, but Arakaza shuts him down. No awareness whatsoever from Sandbox. Yeti is going aggressive right now, finds one. Arakazi of the board, swaps around towards the billiards table. Emmy is going to be able to get the exothermic as well. Shotgun don't connect.
15 seconds though, and Rexen's able to find MV Taylor. Swung around on the side of Moto. Rexen is able to get one more with the swing. Static, all that's left, takes the head off of a single player. But with a pocket full of seconds and both of them on the other side itself, they're not going to hand anything over. Tucks the corner and holds F, but as you see, Grixer's already moved up, ready to get the kill. Oh no!
But as they fall back outside, Grixer has retaken the gym.
Well, there he is, now tucked behind the machinery. The reveal of one either side, the spraying and through. MV Taylor finds one. Super still inside the bathroom. The ping to the camera. Rexen with a jump out. Does not connect with Shile. There's Good Boy up from the stairs.
As Good Boy loses his life, MV Taylor goes for the jump in and chases. We'll find Grixer, but needs to be aware that there is yet another player to be found near the logistics area.
There it is, traded off. Good Boy's had a big impact so far, but so has Grixer. Super's taken by MV Taylor. Yeti gets a quick swing round. He's dropped, but he will get the confirmation. In the meantime, Rexen finds Arakaze, and Rexen finds one more. There's Yeti. Finker pops a couple of bullets through the door. There's one close on the right, and Static's able to win it out. He can't get the second, but Shile finds one on the site itself. Good Boy locks down Yeti on the drop through the hatch. 20 seconds. Rexen is tucked inside blue. Super is just a bit isolated. Can't quite get the wings of Melusi, but does find Shile on the end of the long table. One on the far end of dirt. 17 seconds, waiting for the last smoke canister to dissipate. They're not going to see much beyond it. Rexen hits the floor. Super not long after. Grixer's knocking on the door and Super suffers. The wrong side of an explosion with Static getting the rest of him. Finds the catch the ring out. Yeti stops the bleeding, but Shile makes it continue, puts pressure onto the wound to pull apart any of the safety of this. That rampant sort of Sandbox game of swinging out towards them. There's Rexen. Now that's 10 seconds. It was a good idea, but they didn't quite get the catch. Rexen, he's looking for the fight over the top of red. Gets caught out. It's all down to Yeti now. He drives into the first. Can't see the second. And Sandbox get the round.
Super has also just joined him. Is there going to be a flank drone? That's the first down. Kenzen, I don't know how he dropped. I don't know if it's a Frostman to come through, but a C4 blows him up. It is going to be an effective 4-on-3 situation now in favor of Sandbox as they get the confirm.
They were concerned about somebody going for the swing and the confirm here. There's a fight on Static. He's seen and he just has to move away. It's 40 seconds. And a body comes around either side, sprayed onto the bathroom, forces them out. Didn't really need to take the fight. Grix is able to take care of Static. They have the man advantage once again. They have the time. They have just one more obstacle in front of them, and they find it. Super finds the double drive, finds one more round. Only one. separates them. One watching here on the chain link door on the far side. They're going to try and take the swing, hope that they might be able to find a slip through. Grixer gets the elbow, gets one more of 5 versus 3. Through the hop, through the window. Why risk it when this is the other option? Rexon drove through onto the site via the stock hatch. Super's going to see if he can stick it in the meantime. It's suddenly exploding here for the side of Sandbox. They can't get the diffuser locked down, but they may as well go for the fight. Instead, it's cold. It's swung round. Arakaze with a triple, cannot find the rest. And we're going to overtime.
Rexon aggressive now, falling back, but he will be caught up by the logistics player. Arakaze will find one. Is he going for 2? Yes, he is! Yet he will be shut down.
He wants to go up, he wants to go down, but he wants this. Maybe a 1 versus 1. In the meantime, Arakaze gets Super onto the site itself. MV Taylor gets the catch on the loose player. They seem to have a rough idea where he is. That's turning into a solid idea. That's turning into a flawless Sandbox. The dream stays alive. It's dangerous, but it's doable. They take 2 points. There's the break, and there is the wall actually open. Static finds the side of Virtue as well. Static finds one more behind the chassis. Almost connects with a third. Citizen, he's rotating his way. He wants to push further. Doki gets dropped down around the back of the throne. There's Citizen popping up towards Split. Here's the first fight, as I said. Take the Jackal. You now have a bit of width. You can now focus yourself potentially towards a rotation round. Prano obviously still buried to the middle. There's Static. Lost, he swung himself. Sandbox once again going a little bit too aggressive. Holding onto the breach side, holding onto the split, onto the door.
No way,
Citizen, he's able to find his fourth. Prano gets Good Boy.
When these pop off, that means Good Boy is about to be swinging into the break room here. Is he going to be finding any kills, or will he be picked up is the big question. It is all G2 for now. Good Boy will strike from the back finally though, but he gives his position away, gets a second.
Good Boy's already taken some damage. It won't take much from that gun to end up as MV Taylor just pushes through the gate and into the guns of Doki. Good Boy will have to pull off an ace to take this round into the favor, and we'll have to do it in about 10 seconds. So you assume this is G2's to take. They're not overextending too much. They're happy to sort of sit and let them fall into them. There it is. Doki pops his head round. Smoke canister just to cover the rotation. Citizen setting up a couple more bandits. There it is. Shile. He was removed on the backside of that smoke. Citizen, he wants to swing his way around. Virtue gets one more. There's Citizen over the top. And once again, G2, they were suffering on the other side, and then they start to swing and slam their way back into the game. 10 seconds, and now that is only being popped open. Virtue, hello, he goes for 1, goes for 2, rebuilds the wall, there's the third! He doesn't get the 4th, the final player on the far side. And that is a heck of a play by the Aussie. Doki, he has a pixel's worth of health, and if he can make a connection here, oh well, he won't. Good Boy, he's able to get that first take. He just needed 1 from the LMG. There is now a new player stacked up towards that angle. They've got that smoked, the grenade onto Train, but they just sprayed through it. It's Virtue once again with those glasses. There's the trade out. Alamau gets the revenge against it. Alamau gets 1 more.
He's just sneaking up. Ashana comes up from the arcade stairs. Alamau doesn't seem to be aware. That's going to be the pickup. It's just up to Virtue now in a 1v2. He gets the first, turns around, but didn't know about MV Taylor down the arcade mezzanine. There's nothing Virtue can do against it except for tossing his the C4, but it lands a little bit too far. The plans will go through. The Yokai drone gets in place. Will stop it at least temporarily. The cover needs to die, but doesn't quite die yet. MV Taylor finds Doki below. It's only up to Prano and Virtue now.
That's the dance they're trying to do. They're pretty much saying, come on, man, take the fight. Well, they take it onto the site, but they've still got to get rid of that Ossa player. The swing comes round. Prano's going to hold it. There it is. The air jab, though, catches out the player. Prano gets 1. Prano gets 2. There's the last player swinging round. He's out of time, but MV Taylor gets it anyway.
And it's still going to be players they need to remove in the actual site, though, and that's a great first shot from Prano.
Citizen's on the door itself. Static finds the first. Static, Arakaze gets the next. It's Alamau and Shile either side. Citizen suddenly all that's left, 10 seconds. He has to drive his way through, but Sandbox. There's another catch. There's another bit of a blind, but there's Citizen. Came up from underneath. Found his quick way round. MV Taylor at least pulls 1 in the mix of it, but that was so blindingly sudden. They were distracted. Good Boy trashes his own shield, so they don't have that against it. And trashes Alamau as MV Taylor gets another. MV Taylor gets another, leaving just Citizen. They've sprayed either side of the hard wall. They're just sort of keeping him guessing. Sandbox draw level. Trying to find his way around onto lockers. It's now in and a go. Static gets Doki, gets the first. There's Alamau, and Good Boy gets Citizen on the bottom of the stairs. Virtue's found his way in via arcade window and gets the header. Good Boy still screaming. He's hoping that he's gone unchecked because he's close to the door of the site. No, it's Alamau. Tucked around, gets the kill, and suddenly it's back into the favor of G2. They're looking for the close fight here. Prano, he's got one on the door, but he's got Alamau and Virtue as support. They've slipped their way in. Envy Taylor. Alamau's in the frost mat. They're holding onto the door itself as Prano is going to hold F and get that kit stuck down. There is Virtue. They're getting rid of that. 4 bodies stacked up. Citizen suffers next. Good Boy gets Alamau. They try to drive through onto Split, but Citizen has that locked. It's only 10 seconds though. Prano has to stick the kit. Virtue sticks the cover. G2, they are mere seconds away from getting this into a 3. Technically 2 versus 1. Good Boy, can he keep the hopes, the chance, and the dream of playoffs alive? There's the first. He's looking for the second, but they've headed up. They're above with the vertical control. It's Virtues! G2 are going to playoffs. Pressure now, breaking it straight onto the site itself. Player tucked onto break the blind. It's pretty much everybody, but it's Citizen able to find Shile and find Envy Taylor. Slips past that frost mat, looks towards it and looks back as Arakaze is able to get Citizen. They're going for the plant itself. There's a spray round. Virtue drops the player. There's a confirmation though, and the kit won't get picked back up. Just in the dying throes of it, Arakaze and Good Boy. Doki's gonna hold F, but it's a Sandbox round. Alamau, he's looking to see if they can get a loose catch. There's a player inside Drug. There's Shile. Sprays through the soft and takes the head off of Alamau. And you're looking at them still having to drive themselves into the site. Do they take the loose player or do they try and take it? Well, they've taken you, Envy Taylor. He's come to offer some support. Good Boy is there too. And there's Sandbox. Virtue's inside sight, but not for very long. We're going to OT. Citizen has now single-handedly brought this round back into the body balance favor. Good Boy goes down next. Child with a huge swing gets the kick cold. And with only 10 seconds, they've got to quickly recollect it. Waiting above the hatch, that's a grenade that's going to drop slightly differently, but he looks the wrong way. Caught by barrels, a handful of seconds. Envy Taylor finds one, cannot get Virtue. And Throne falls. Citizen and Alamau, the slight difference. The drive first is Citizens. Tucks tail. Alamau gets Envy Taylor.
Yeah, he's just trying to pop them off. The breach gadget isn't on the pockets there, but one more gets picked up. Alamau drops. It's only up to Citizen now in a 1v2 situation. Finds one. Is this going to be a repeat of history? The time is sticking out. He needs to go for the plant. The clock will hit 0, and Citizen will go for a run. He will win again. Go for the clutch, and G2 will win it again from a 5 versus 2 perspective. A second clutch in a row.